Alright, hello all you night readers. Welcome to Tarot Days and Nights. It's good to see you all. It's good to have everybody here. I hope you are all doing well. Hope things are going good. And we shall see, right? See how things are going today. Alright, so let's see. What do we have going on? All right. Let me get us in and let me get us going. All right. Yvonne. Hey, MPT. Good to have you here. Thank you. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Let us see. All right, so how's everybody doing? Everybody doing well today? So far, so good? So far, so good. All right, we got all kinds of stuff going on here today, it looks like. Definitely. There we go. All right. So I see, again, I see that you are so emotionally balanced. I know it's tough to believe, right? It's hard to believe that with all the things going on in your life, but I really do believe it. I do truly believe that. I think, again, you got the devil yesterday, you got the devil again today. It's all about someone is being corrupted. Someone is being tempted by just all the wrong things. All the wrong stuff is going on. And, you know, it just leads to betrayal, and it just leads to lying and cheating and stealing and stuff like that. It's just not a good sign. Those aren't good things. I think you have been in the house quite a bit lately. I believe that it has been something going on. And, but I kind of think you like it. I think you don't mind being home, right? I don't think you really mind being home, because being home is okay because you have your family there. And, I think having your daughters there and stuff, everybody makes it good for you there, right? Queen of Swords, we all know about her, right? I think you have distanced yourself from the issues going on. I think you're distancing yourself more and more all the time. Yep, all the time. I think there is that distance, but I do believe that the more you distance yourself, it still bothers you, right? It still bothers you. You try to, you're distancing yourself, but it doesn't go away. Things don't go away. And that's the thing. No matter what, they're still just not going away. So that's what I see for you, Yvonne. That is what I see. Hope that makes sense to you, because it made sense to me. All right, so MPT, good to see you today. I'm going to guess you will be having your show today. quite welcome, Yvonne. You are quite welcome. Hey, Ross. All right, JK, can you please know what the spirit wants to tell you? This is your spirit guides, I'm guessing. JK, this is your spirit guides you're looking for information from? Okay, good. So I could throw that out there. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to until I knew for sure. So don't forget, after my show, we have a half-hour intermission, and then everybody heads over to Modern Priscilla Tarot's YouTube channel for her show. So you get that little half-hour intermission, have some lunch if it's lunchtime, have some dinner if it's dinner time in between real quick, and then you get back on your computer, back on your phone, your laptop, whatever it is you got. Okay. So I think your spirit guides want you to know that there's things going on that are really beyond your control. Right? I don't think everything is in your control right now, and I think that kind of makes you nervous. I think that bothers you, right? You're not in complete control, and you feel like you really need to be. You really want to be in control of everything, right? Of your life. That's the important part. Being in control of your life, and I think that is a bit difficult. Ooh, that's too shiny. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's been difficult lately. The Nine of Cups does tell me, though, that you have achieved something recently. You felt successful. You felt very satisfied, right? You have just enough. You don't need any more. You don't want any less. You have just enough. You have that family, right? You have that all that support, family and friends and everything, and they support whatever it is that you're doing. You go from the Nine of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles, which is also all about something being satisfying, right? So something you've done, I think your spirit guides want you to know that they are as satisfied with it as you are. They think you did a good job. They think it was well done, and they give you a round of applause. A golf clap. Oh, you can't hear that, right? There you go. So yeah, I think that's what they're trying to tell you. You feel satisfied, and your spirit guide is feeling satisfied as well. And that's a good thing. I think, something is coming to an end, and they want you to know, that whatever it is that comes out on the other side of this is still going to be okay. It's still going to be good. All right? You're going to be searching for it, though, right? You're going to be searching for something new, and I think it's going to be right there with you all the time, and you're just going to overlook it. I think you're just overlooking something, right? Something simple. That's definitely what I see. Definitely what I'm seeing. All right? So, yeah. I hope that makes sense for you, JK. And I appreciate your question. When I said something's hidden from you, I definitely believe that. I'm really going right back to this really fast. I definitely believe that, because you know what? No matter how hard I look at this card, I cannot. Oh, never mind. I found it. See, something is hidden right there. Right where you can find it, but you're not seeing it. I was going to say, I can't find the 6th cup in the 6 of Cups. That's not right. Something ain't right with that. But now it's making sense to me. There it was. All along, hidden under her skirt. So, Andrea, I did a reading for you last night. You don't remember? You go back and watch last night's show. I remember. Yeah, I did a reading for you last night. So I hope you remember it. All right. MPT, what do you got for me here? What do you have for me? Ah, there we go. All right. Natalia. Natalia, can you have a general love reading? General love. I know him. All right. Well. You sure you don't want to ask a different question? I don't know. I'm not sure here, Natalia. I hate to give bad news, but I just think something has changed recently, right? There has been this big change recently, and I think, moving forward out of that, you have really become quite independent. I think that independence has been really showing through, and you like it, but I don't think I don't think it's for everyone the way that you have come through this change, right? Something was completely destroyed. Something was completely changed with you, right? Very suddenly. It was very sudden. It was very all of a sudden. And then you decided, you know what? I don't need anybody. I don't need anyone in my life. And, does that work? Yeah, it works, I guess. It works if you want to be alone. If you want to be lonely, I would say it would work. But I don't think that's you. I don't think you want to be that way. I think the Ten of Swords is telling me, yes, you've had hurt. You've been hurt by someone. There has been loss. But now it's time to move on and start over. Not in a cold, independent way, but just start completely over. Restore yourself, right? Develop better relationships. Find out what it is that has been going on with the relationships in the past that they have not been working. There has to be something. There's got to be, right? There's usually some underlying theme of why, if you've had relationships and if you've had several of them, especially, and I'm not saying that you did, because I don't know that at all. I'm not saying where you've had lots and lots of relationships, but if you've had even a couple of relationships with someone, with different people, and they all end, either if you end them all or they end them all. Not if it's like back and forth, but if one person ends them every single time, there's a reason why. And there's always that underlying theme. I think you'll get through it because you do have the confidence to do it, to get through this. You have the know-how. You know that you will be able to move forward because you have confidence still. You have confidence because you're thinking that you're independent, but that's not the way to go. All right. Something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind, Natalia. Okay. I am hopeful. I am hoping that helps. I know. Quite the love reading, right? I told you absolutely nothing about love. Well, I kind of did. I didn't tell you about anything coming up so great, though, did I? But you did ask for a general love reading. General is general. Will AB message me tomorrow? The last day of August. Tomorrow, Monday. Is Monday the 31st tomorrow? Tomorrow. We'll have to do a very Monday special daily tarot tip, right? A Monday version of tarot tips is always interesting. Always interesting. Because you never know. You never know how Mondays are going to be, right? Sometimes they're not so bad. Sometimes they're not so good either, right? You get the Monday morning blues. No, that's not going to work. I've been working on this stupid light all morning because it's just not giving me what I want. Light. That's what I want, light. I guess that's better, right? For some reason, it's dark in here today, and I thought the sun was out, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. The sun's out in your reading, though, Nav. The sun is out in your reading. So, I see that things are going to happen really quick. And they're going to happen fast, and there's going to be, I think AB is going to rush into this whole idea of doing a message, and they're not going to have any plan, and maybe they're going to say something really stupid. And I don't like to throw stupid around because, that's not me. You guys know I don't call people names. I'm not calling anyone a name. I'm just saying that the action is going to be kind of stupid. I think that the whole idea isn't going to work out very well. But I do think that AB will message you tomorrow. I think there's just a lot of things going to be going on. It is the end of the month. So if AB is working, there's usually a lot of things that happen the end of the month, right? A lot of end of month things. I do believe that there is that happiness, though. All those things that he's got going on are going to lead him right into happiness. He'll be happy when the day is over, that's for sure. But I think it's going to also lead into some fears, right? Something is going to be, I think, said in the message from AB that is going to make you afraid of things not going the way you want them to. And I get that here, and then you see it right here again with the Nine of Swords telling you that, it's all about being up all night, right? And worrying about it and having stress over it. It's just not a good thing. It's just not a good thing. So, yeah, yes, AB is going to message you tomorrow, but I think it's going to be so quick and sudden and unthought about, right? Not non-planned, right? That it's not going to come across the right way. It's just not going to come across correctly. So that's what I see for you, Nav. I'm sorry. I got nothing but bad news today, huh? I am like Debbie Downer over here. Yeesh. That's not what we want. How am I? I'm okay. I'm doing all right. Vic, how are you? General finance for the next 2 weeks. General finance, is he in charge underneath General Love, or vice versa? Is General Love got more stars than General Finance? All right, let's see what we get here. Finances. Oof. Well, could we really be so far off from finances as in a finance reading? Yeah, I guess we could. Although, again, I'm going to tell you, I told somebody this last night. It's funny because, the King of Wands, I always talk to you about energy and charisma and passion, right? And all the fire signs and all the fire symbolism that goes into this card. But in a book I read, I know I don't read books really. In a book I skimmed over, I read that the King of Wands can mean unexpected money coming in. And since we're doing a finance reading, that's what I'm going with on this. I truly believe that, there will be some unexpected income coming to you. Now, you're not going to judge it, that's for sure. You're not going to question it or anything like that. I think you are just going to be happy about it. I think you're going to be very happy about it. I think you will be, I think it'll help the family. It'll help your family. It'll help you. It'll help you become more prosperous. It'll make you feel like you're happier. And I think you're going to have a very clear idea of exactly where it came from. I think you'll have a very new and very clear idea of exactly where these unexpected funds come from. I think you're just going to, I think you're going to be able to really feel the emotion behind it, because again, you are emotionally balanced and you are generous yourself. So, right, what you give is what you get. And I think you give, even if you're not giving money, it could still be money coming back, because you know what? If you give your time and your talents and things like that, well, that can be worth a lot of money. Our time is worth money. Absolutely. All the time. So that's what I see for you. I do think, you're not going to be sure exactly what to do when you get it. You'll be a little indecisive about how exactly it's going to, you're going to be able to use it, because you're going to kind of know who it came from, and you're going to not be exactly sure who to or how to use it, or if you should use it. But don't look a gift horse in the mouth. All right. So thanks, Vic. I appreciate it. Always. I always appreciate you being here. And of course, the chat just jumped. There it is. Nomad Trees, how are you? Nomad Trees, you just wanted to ask what people think of this girl, Jay. that you used to be friends with. Andrea Gamma, you forget everything. Oh, well, go back and watch last night's show because I did read for you. I did. It was probably about 45 minutes into the show. I even commented on how I loved your Facebook picture. Yeah, so. All right, what do people think of Jay? What do they think of Jay? All right, well, I don't think they think terrible things about Jay, that's for sure. I think Jay is a generally happy and warm person right now. And I could be completely wrong. I don't know Jay. But I do believe, excuse me, I do believe that is how Jay is now. Now, this may not have been when you were friends with Jay, but when you were friends with her, maybe things were different, and that's okay. But right now, I believe she is very happy, very warm to people. I think she has changed her outlook on life, and that's really something, right? She's really changed her outlook, and that's made the difference. I think she's smart. I think she made a very difficult choice to change, and now she is much more curious as to what's coming ahead of her, right? What's moving forward, what's going on. So definitely something that you want to think about. I think she feels very alone now, right? She's very isolated because I think people saw her before as someone who was not the best person. Maybe she wasn't the best. Maybe she wasn't, so nice. So yeah, I think that might be the issue, and I think that's why people leave her alone and kind of make it so that she can't she can't reach everything that she wants. She can't reach all of her goals. Her goal is to get people back into her life, right? Bring them back to her. Judgment says she needs to restore herself, right? She needs to develop relationships with people that, even if it's extremely difficult to do, she needs to develop relationships with the people who she has hurt in the past. And, and I think that will help her feel relieved about things. All right. So that's what I see for you about how people feel about your old friend Jay. All right, I do have a donation, Ross. Ross, my dear friend, Ross. A general reading for the month of September. Awesome. Thanks so much, Ross. I do appreciate your generosity and you being here and stuff always. I missed you yesterday morning. All right. There we go. A general reading for the month of September. I think it starts off really good. I think it's all about prosperity, family and friends, happiness with family and friends. That's a really good beginning, isn't it? Absolutely it is. I just think that you feel like you're chained down to a place that you don't want to be, right? You're stuck in a place you don't need to be stuck in. The only way to get past this is to move forward. You have to move forward to get out of this, right? You go from the 8 of Swords to the 6 of Swords. If you get rid of 2 swords, you can break the bondage and move forward. Get away from there. I think you have a job that's going on right now that is, you're working with some people. You're working with people right now, but I also think that it's a job that's fairly, that's kind of temporary. You may be moving to a different location or a different part of the job, something to that effect. Or there's also, always the chance that you could be, just changing jobs completely. I don't think it's going to be around for a real long time. And that's the problem right now. I think you're looking off into the future here. You want to know what's going to happen. You want to know what's going on. Right? You want to know, what are those ships doing in the sand? Because I've never seen yellow water like that. So you want to see what it is that's out there for you. You've overcome a lot, right? You've overcome a lot because you're up on top. You're on top right now. And for the end of the month, right? For the end of September, you're on top, and you just want to see what else is out there. And I think that all ties into this job. Now you want to see what else is out there by the end of the month. All right, Ross? That's what I see for you. That's what I get for your general reading for September. Thank you so much again for your generosity. I do appreciate it. I do. Taylor C. Spence. You are new. I know you're new. If you would follow me on Facebook, that would be awesome. Follow the KnightReaderTarot page. That would be great. Also, if you give me a thumbs up or a heart or something nice, something cool, I would appreciate that. MPT, I'll tell you, I had people here yesterday morning that were welcoming you before they realized you weren't even here. Made me giggle. It's like the Captain and Tennille, the Night Reader and Denise. All right. So I see all kinds of happiness going on. I see happiness going on, right? I see celebrating and fun and, get-togethers and spending time with people that you are happy to spend time with. And I see a lot of happiness here and joy with the sun. I just think it's a slow process, right? It's a very slow road getting to this happiness. But I do see where you will get happier. I think things are getting better from this past relationship. I think, yes, does it take a while? Of course it takes a while to get better and over a relationship, especially if it's been a long relationship. But yeah, I do see like you hanging out with friends and having fun. Can you see that there? I do. It's very clear. And the sun here is all about being happy, being warm, right? Warmed by the sun. Just taking in that warmth, that light. Now, you've got the High Priestess and the Emperor. Two cards that are not so similar, but similar. The High Priestess talks all about understanding that it's going to take some patience. It is going to take patience for you to stop thinking about this all the time. And that's not easy, right? Anytime somebody tells you, oh, be patient, that's just annoying. It's just, to me at least, it's just annoying. It really is. It's just, either you are or you're not. That's all there is to it. It's just, it's something that is or isn't. And if it isn't, well, then it's never going to be. You're never going to be patient if you're just not born with that, right? If you're not born with patience, I don't know. I don't think it's something I can learn because I can't, or something you can learn because I can't learn it. I don't have any, and I'll never have patience. But the Emperor is telling me that things will get back in order. Things will be back in order. You'll feel secure again. You'll feel the stability of your life because you'll move forward. You'll move on. You'll find someone else. Will it take a little while? Yes, it's going to take a little while. You just have to be in it for the long haul, right? That's just the way that's just the way relationship issues, and especially, as you call it, you strategically called it relationship trauma. That's how that really goes, right? It does take quite a while to get past it and to wipe it out of your mind. That's the tough part, right? Getting it out of your mind. Moving on is not as tough as pushing it away and pushing it out. So that's what I see. That's what I get for you, Taylor. All right. I hope that made sense to you. I do. Yeah, patience is hard for me too, Taylor. It's very hard. It's something I'll never have, ever. Huh. Ross, you're very welcome, by the way. All right, let's see. Alexandria. You're still homeless. Oh no. With your 8-year-old daughter. Will I get an apartment soon? Will you get an apartment soon? Alexandria. All right, let's see what we get here. Let us see. I tell you, you got all major arcana cards in this reading. Huh. And to me, that just gives me an overall feeling of how important this reading is. Right? All majors, that's definitely shows importance. The world tells me you will achieve what you want. You will find your place. You will find the purpose of why you've had to be homeless at all, but you'll find your place. You'll be happy and you'll achieve what you wanted to achieve. The thing is, it's just that it keeps continuing. It's something that goes on and on and on. This whole idea of looking for a place to live, right? It's like it just keeps going. Right? The wheel just keeps spinning and spinning. You know why? Because somebody's turning it. Somebody is turning the wheel. I bet you never saw that in this deck. And that, a lot of people don't. But do you see right there? You see this person? They've got their hand on the handle and they're turning that wheel. They're making it go around and around and around. A lot of people don't see that in that card. I think you feel like things are just not fair, right? Things aren't fair. The balance in your life has been completely off kilter. It's just not where it should be. You need to, you want that balance back, but it's just not there. I think it's just going to take, it's still going to take a little bit of work. But again, I still see this completion. And that kind of started the whole reading off. The Emperor says somebody of authority is going to help you. There's going to be some type of authority that will help you. Now, this may not be authority like, the authorities like police, but it might be a program that you can find that helps people find places to live. Or, it could be a lot of things like that. It could be just a program. I don't know. I can't think of other words for it right now, but it could be like a Department of Housing or something like that, helping you find something. Because I think you just need to let go, right? The hangman, he's up there, right? He's hanging from his feet, but you know what? He still can think. He's still got a brain. He's still very intellectually able to do things and come up with plans. He's able to let go here with his arms because he's not hanging with his arms. And I think that's what's going on, right? Your point of view, don't have the point of view of, okay, well, I'm still homeless and it's just going to continue to be that way, because that's not going to help, right? That won't help you. But change that point of view a little bit and say to yourself, okay, I will find a place, and you will get what you manifest, right? If you ask for it, if you, make sure you go about it in the right way, then things are going to happen exactly the way you want them to. And again, I go back here to the world because it's all about completion. It's all about achieving what you want and what you need. So that's what I see for you, Alexandria. I hope that made sense to you. I hope that helps. Let's see. So, Lakedra. Lakedra, how's it going? Lakedra. Kritika! How are you? It's good to have you here. Thanks for being here. All right. I think that you are in, excuse me, or want to be in very soon, some type of an emotional, you want some type of an emotional connection with someone, right? Whether it's a friendship or it moves on from there, you know, you definitely are, that's what you're kind of looking for. And that's going to be, you know, that's kind of the basis for this whole reading. I think that's really what this reading is all about. Making a connection with someone new who is a friend, you know, starts off as a friend, but, you know, that maybe can lean into something bigger and better. You know, I think that's what you've been planning for. I think you are organized to get that done. I think you're very generous and calm and relaxed, right? Down to earth, right? She's very earthy. She's very earthy. But I just don't think you follow through. I don't think you follow through with this person. You know, and no matter how much hard work you do, no matter how much hard work you give and do, how much you try to make things perfect, how much you dedicate yourself to this emotional friendship, if you don't follow through, it's not going to matter. If you look to the future, right? If you look forward to see what it is that's coming, this lack of follow through only leads to heartache and heartbreak. It only leads to sadness, right? And then you have to move on. Then you're going to have to move on to something else. Or your other option, of course, is always, you know, don't forget to follow through. You know, if you tell the person you're going to call them, make sure you call them. When you tell them that you're going to call them. You know, don't say, oh, I'll call you Tuesday, and then Thursday you get around to it. That doesn't work. That just makes things bad. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, Lakedra, that's what I see for you. That is the general reading. All right. You know what? I'm really looking. Oh, there we go. I was looking for somebody from YouTube in there. There we are. Will I get a job this month? Will I get a job this month? I'm thinking September, because tomorrow is the 31st of August. So we'll go from now until the end of September. We'll include tomorrow, though. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Hold on one quick second. All right. Will you get a job this month? I heard my phone buzzing. I wasn't sure if it was a donation. I had to check, but I did not see one. So. Will you get a job this month? I think you feel like you are tied to your money situation right now, right? And it really kind of slows you down from getting a job. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense to me. But yeah, I think that's a big deal. And you know, if you just lighten up the load a little here, you see how you're kind of dragging these rocks? You got like rocks in a bag. You're dragging the sticks. Yeah, you got your money in your hand, but you have to kind of, keep dragging all this stuff. You keep dragging all this weight behind you, and it just slowing you down from getting a job. Now you're looking for a job, of course, it's going to play to your strengths, right? Your strengths of being someone who is charismatic, who is imaginative, who is very calm. And that's the kind of job that's going to work best for you. I think you need something that is very structured and very, has an order to it. I don't think you want to be working on your own, because maybe that's not the best thing for you. I remember when I was young, when I was almost 19, I worked for Xerox. Yeah, I know, right out of high school. I worked for Xerox fixing photocopiers. What an amazing job, right? Yeah. But the thing was, I had too much time because I was out on the road all day. I was out on the road fixing copiers all day long. But the thing was, when I only fixed, they had different people to fix different types of copiers. And when I had no one that had a broken copier that I fixed, that I was trained on, well, then I had an hour of free time before I had to call back in again. That was very bad for me. I needed that structure and discipline. And I think maybe that's what you need too. I think that'll bring some stability to the job. I think you're going to have a decision, right, to make. I think you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose blindly, because you really can't see what's on the other side. Right? You got to imagine there's the wall here, because somebody's looking at a wall, maybe looking out the window to see what's on the other side, but they can't get out of the room until you make a decision. So you're going to have to decide what's going to work best for you. It's a very emotional decision, right? You see all the water on the other side. It's a very emotional decision, but you got to make it because you want to move forward. Once you move forward, once you make that decision and move forward, I think there's a lot of potential for you. I think you should be very optimistic about getting a job. I think there's a lot of that, like I said, a lot of potential. I think there will be a new start. I think you'll have a lot of confidence. And I think you're going to take a leap of faith into something that you really want to do, because it's going to really make you feel good doing it. Okay? That's what I see for you. Okay. Yamini, how are you? Does Connor ever think of me? Yesterday, I got this vision of him drinking with his friends. I had a a sense he thought of me once. He got a little tipsy. Huh. Interesting. So you want to know if he was out drinking with his friends, and when he got really drunk, he started to think of you. Do I have that right? I think that's the way I'm understanding this. All right, I'm going to do one more reading after this, and then that'll be my last one, unless I have donations, which right now I have none. So, if I get donations, I'll stay to do them because I do guarantee readings for donations. Oh gosh, cards are flying. All right, so I think he was drinking. Look at all the cups, right? I think he was drinking with his friends. And I think that was, really what you sensed. I think that is what you sensed. I think he was just looking to escape, right? I think he was drinking with his friends because he wanted to escape what was going on in his life, right? You can see that here. This guy kind of looks like he's trying to escape something. He's trying to get away from the circus. Because life is a bit of a circus sometimes. He doesn't want to be tied down to his thoughts and his memories. And that's kind of where he is right now in his mindset. And again, that's why you saw him drinking with his friends. I think he is, I wouldn't say he got tipsy because you can see here that he's very balanced, right? Who else could be sitting on a stone throne in the middle of the water and not fall over? But someone who is very balanced. And of course, it's water, so it's emotional. So I do think he is emotionally balanced. I just don't think he's, I think he's trying to get away from some memories that have happened. Doesn't mean you can't be emotionally balanced. It just means that you are sentimental. It means, that you feel bad. And I think he's a bit indecisive, and that makes things more difficult, right? Because he's not sure exactly what he wants to do or how he wants to do it. Now, was he thinking of you after he drank all these cups of whatever it was? I think so. I think he was looking out toward his past, because you can see this guy's kind of looking in that direction, right? And that's your past. So I think if he was looking at anything, he was looking into his past. And again, he felt like he was really, he thought about you, but I think he also thought about, being stuck in a place that he doesn't really want to be right now. All right. That's what I see for you. That is what I see. So, all right. This will be my last reading. Again, if I do not have unless I have donations. Like I said, donations will take priority, and I will guarantee a reading. This is my last reading. Fatima, you're getting married soon, by next year, with the person Zubair Khan. You want to know, how will my marriage life be? Oh, Arn, I just saw your question. Just saw your question. All right, Fatima, you're stressed and worried, huh? About this? All right. How will your married life be when you get married by the end of the year? So I think it's going to, I definitely think it's going to be a bit of an adjustment. I think it's going to be a time where you leave your past behind and move forward to a new future, right? I see your past over here and I see the future here. And I think that's that new beginning, right? That new potential for this relationship, for this marriage. You leave the past, you move to the future. I think Zubair is a bit older than you are. I think he's a little bit older. I think he's going to bring some structure to the relationship. I think he's going to be very structured, and that's going to cause you to have to change a little bit. It's going to make you, you're going to have to conform to that if you want the marriage to work. And I don't know that that's exactly what you want, because I see here where there's the hope, right? There's the hope and the healing. And there's the hope that you're able to get away, right? Or get out of that situation. You want to get out of the situation where, somebody is controlling everything and structuring things their way only and not taking you into consideration. So yes, do I think that, that you should be a bit stressed or worried about it? A little bit. I mean, you're going to have to get past this whole controlling issue. I think there is going to be that. And I think that needs to get taken care of as quickly as possible. I think you'll have some insight to it. I do think the relationship will end up successful. I think it'll end up as being close, right? You guys will be close. And I think things will heal. I do think things will heal, and you'll be able to heal them. So I think that's how things are going to go with your married life. All right, Fatima, do I have time? Nah, I don't have time for one more, do I? MPT, do I have time for one more? Fatima, you got it. Good. Good. I hope that made sense to you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good luck. Good luck. I do. I have time for one more. Good. That's what I thought. Because I saw one that it kind of pulled my heartstrings. Arn Smedburn wants to know, is my father watching over me? Did you lose your father recently? How long ago did your father pass away? Are you still around, Arnie? All right. I think you did something special for your dad when he passed away. I think you did something special in his memory to memorialize him. And I think, yes, I do see where he is looking out for you and looking down on you and watching over you. I think he is there, right? When you're sleeping and when you're relaxing and when you're taking that time for yourself, I think he's there, right? I think he's there watching. But I truly think that you are, I think you're able to hear him. I think you're smart enough and feel it enough that, to the point where it actually makes you feel physically, something physical, that when he's around and when he's watching and you're in in a very quiet place or doing something very quietly or going to bed or something to that effect, I truly believe that he's there. You can feel him, you can hear him or smell him or something, and that he's watching over you. I think his message to you, if there's a message to you from him right now, I believe it would be to take every decision, make every decision count, be decisive with what you do, and make sure you are always on your toes. All right, so that's what I get for you. All right, that was it. That was my last reading. I don't have any other. I have no more donations, so I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it, and I hope you have a nice day or night, whichever it is, wherever you are. Could be anything, right? But I will see you all. I'll be back here again tonight at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. If you did not get your reading today, you can come back tonight, or I'm here every single day. So same time, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time as well. All right, so you guys all have a good night, and I will see you later. Thank you. Bye.